complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause
we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one talks.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Second down, back to Sanders. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Another run here with Sand. And he coughed it up. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Saturday Timberwolves. Come my team. Come my team. 70 Rangers. 60 Vikings.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the side. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Scott. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Carry here for Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Mariota. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Over the time to the defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field cover up essentially every blade of grass.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hold it back because they needed to complete the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. But first down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
18, right here.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We've seen these defenses making up opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw Mariota. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get this back to the 33-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a second straight play. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Drop 60.
Now back to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But Charles, in a tie game, you always wonder who's going to be making the big plays. Right now, it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last 2 drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow their defense.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, open man is Samuel, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there.
If you do read man coverage, Brandon, it's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Ready! Come 19! Come 19! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! 60 Mavericks! 60 Mavericks!
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
Come on. 18 Cardinals.
A gain of 9 brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
7 Pirates.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's got Rome. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 53 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 47 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check pass. Back and 60.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Ooh, the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
18 rattlers.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And was he blocking or running it there? They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be thrown down.
They've got a good friend in football. This talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, the offense staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
To throw, Mariota. And Thomas has it. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has to count as a great team effort today. This man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now Mariota winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to run it 5, and it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Fourth down, Mariota. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart